Hi, today we're gonna be interacting with Robosito. My name is Alejandra Marin, Lewis Taveras, and Guthemberg Teixeira. The purpose of the project was to demonstrate movement using a program called Choreograph. We're also gonna use C# to show speech, and we're gonna show computer capabilities that Naoki has. And we also wanted to do this so we can give Naoki a little bit exposure in BHCC. Now I'm gonna turn it to my friend, Luis.
Hi, good morning everyone, or good afternoon, should I say. Right here we have a slide basically demonstrating the architecture. In other words, how the computer or us, the programmers, are working to connect to the Naoki robot. We begin with the laptop. Obviously, that's where we're going to be doing all the programming from, which connects to a network, a local network that's set up here in the room. And then Loki will actually communicate wirelessly with the computer through the wireless network that we have set up. Here's a little bit more detailed information on the architecture. The laptop that we're using is running Windows 7. The programming software that we're using to make Loki function the way we'd like is Choreograph and C#. Choreograph for the movements, C# for the speech. The Naoki is this is the programming portion where both the computer and the small robot is able to communicate with one another. They translate the languages are translated here, and then the networking portion, which allows them to communicate wirelessly. And as it runs back up to Loki, obviously the networking has to be there so they can communicate. The program that's being created in Choreograph and C# is being translated through the Naoki software, and then it's converted to C++ or Python. C++ or Python, which is actually is the programming language that the little robot is actually able to understand. And then it uses the operating system Linux, which is what is operating the small robot. So next one. And I'm going to pass it down to Guthemberg, my partner, who will explain to you the Choreograph program.
How you guys doing? So Choreograph was basically just a user-friendly program that allows the user to monitor, or not monitor, but to adjust the movements of the robot itself, the position as to where the hand will be, elbow. And you can create what we call boxes, where there are 3 types of boxes. There are a timeline, a flow diagram, and a script. Script usually deals with the programming part with Python or even C#, while timeline really focuses just what it means. It's a timeline, so you're focusing on one keyframe where you want him to stop, let's say here, next one he'd stop here. Flow diagram is when you grab basically various little boxes and connect them all together. Just kind of what we have, it's called the main when you open. You can't really see, but in the back, it's what we have called the main flow diagram. Here's an example of what you can do or adjust to the robot, just an arm, for example. You have various little joints you can still configure. As for the speech, basically what we call him Robosito should be saying is a couple phrases in Spanish and in Portuguese. However, he cannot speak Spanish or Portuguese, so we had to phonetically spell out certain words in both Spanish and Portuguese.
So here's just some of the references we use in order to learn a little bit about Loki, some of his background. The Aldebaran company are obviously the manufacturers of Loki, and that's where we got a lot of our information. He is specifically Aldebaran made, so all of his documentation is on the Aldebaran website. We also used YouTube, which helped us to come up with some of the movements, give us ideas as far as what his limitations are and which ones aren't, what he could do and what he couldn't overall. But some of the software, like the Choreograph, is free, and you're able to download it and use it and try it out, which is what we did. So, now we would like to show you what we basically our finishing product and what we were able to make Loki do.
So while working with Loki, we had some complications. For instance, doing Choreograph. we work through a simulator. So when we did it and we tried to do it with the robot, he wouldn't do what we wanted because it's different. Like the floor, you can really see it on the simulator. So he will tip off and all of that. Another problem with the robot is the joints, they heat up. And so he says motor hot and we can't work with it anymore. The language also was a problem because we did it phonetically. So it was sometimes hard to make the words so you can understand it. We use robot Naoki just to show you guys a little bit, but he's being used all over the world to, for example, work with kids that have autism because they have problems relating to people, so he's really good for that. Another things that we can use Naoki for, it's for elderly people. He can be a good source for them if they can get up and make a phone call or anything, they can just call the robot and he will do things for them. And now he's gonna present.
Oh, he wasn't even connected, right? Oh, it's connected now. He's gonna stand up first, right? It takes a little time to load up, but he should be okay. Oh, there we go. Oh, I think he got
never stand up like that.
He's got another way of standing up. He wanted to show us a little trick, I guess. So here we go. That was not part of our program. We just wanted him to stand up. I guess he wanted to stand up on his own.
Hello, my name is Loki. I was developed and manufactured in Paris, France in 2004. However, I became available to you guys in 2011. I am being used all over the world to help those who are pursuing a career in technology, among other things. I am fully programmable under a range of computer languages such as Java, C++, Python, and C#.
So Robosito, can you tell us a little about what you've been doing lately?
Recently, I've been working with my friends, Alejandra Marin, Lewis Taveras, and Guthemberg Teixeira, who have given me the Spanish nickname Robosito, which translates to little robot. They have been teaching me how to speak in Spanish and Portuguese. While spending time with them, I also have learned a little bit about their countries.
Robosito, would you like to give the audience a little bio about the group in our native language?
Let me see. Alejandra, este Colombia, de la ciudad de Medellín. Luis es de la República Dominicana, la ciudad de Santo Domingo. Colombia es un país famoso por su delicioso café. La República Dominicana es famosa por haber ganado los 2013 Baseball World Classics, en cual fue invicto. Guthemberg me ensinó a falar en português e a jogar capoeira. O Brasil é famoso por sua onça, samba e artimação, capoeira. E meu apelido, Robosito, em português é Robozinho. But enough of that. I am really excited to show you a capoeira stance that I learned while in Brazil. Now, bear with me. I am a little rusty. Did you get it? Because I am a robot. Ha ha.
So now we're gonna run a choreograph again so he can move and show the.
He's going to show the dance. Did you want to show them what the dance was like? Or?
So he's just going to do the stance of capoeira, which is Brazilian martial art. And basically all the stance is constantly moving from side to side. So you put your left leg back with your left arm out. You want to have your legs parallel after that and bring one leg back and just repeat that. And that's all we're going to have Loki do for today.
Music. Yeah. Sometimes his motors get hot. That's one of the things of he's still, still new and in the works. But his motors get hot, and if he's powered on for too long, we're gonna give it another try though. Place.
Hello, I'm Loki. My internet address is 192, 168, 1, 4. My
Yeah,
battery is fully charged.
He's really hot, so I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to do the.
Unfortunately, we won't be able to do the rest because his motors are completely hot right now.
Yeah, so his motors are really hot, so we're not gonna be able to do it. They are plastic, his joints, which give out in the heat.
I am tired.
Look at
Thank
that.
you guys.
So he's telling us
For now.
he didn't like that. Okay. I've never seen him do all this.
He's just saying,
Okay, bro. We've been working with him for a while, and I believe that he's still in his early stages. So I mean, I'm pretty sure that with the updates they come up with in the future, he'll be a little bit more efficient, and we'll be able to work with him a little bit more. And I'm also hoping that what do you guys think? I believe that, our experience with this has made me want to continue working with Loki, and I really, really do enjoy programming that much more for working with him.
I definitely agree. Most definitely agree with him.
But thank you guys for watching our presentation, and we hope we've inspired you guys to look a little bit more into the robots technology.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.